I don't generally look at the title of an episode before I click on it to start recording. I try not to as best I can because I want to wait until the episode shows the title of the episode. This show doesn't generally have any spoilers or anything in the title, but there are some shows that do, and I try not to look at the episode titles. But streaming services don't really let you avoid them sometimes. And the one that I saw today stood out to me because this one is called Korra Alone, and I might as well mention it now since I saw it. I wonder if this is going to be like a parallel to Zuko Alone in Avatar The Last Airbender, because that was a big thing about, he's on his own, he's lost, he's trying to find his way, and I think they're gonna be hitting a lot of the same themes with Korra right here. She's probably alone, lost, and trying to find her way, but just in a different, I don't think it's gonna be like a replica of that episode or anything, but I do think they're trying to evoke the same sort of feeling by having that title in there. I don't think it's a coincidence that there's a title to episode titled Korra Alone after we had an episode in Avatar The Last Airbender called Zuko Alone. So, and I really like that. I think titling of episodes is like an underrated skill. I think shows should really really try to nail it with the titling of episodes and let it evoke emotion. I think My Hero Academia is really good at having a lot of titles that call back to things, and you'll get sequel seasons later, but it's more of a sequel of themes rather than a sequel of the events, which I think is really cool. Breaking Bad, going into the live action world, both Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul are incredible at titles. Really, really good. They have titles that have several meanings and also tie into a larger puzzle. It's really cool. There's a lot of cool things out there that do good titles, and so I like that this one, Korra Alone, Zuko Alone. I'm excited. So we're watching season 4, episode 2 of The Legend of Korra, and I mean, at the end of last episode, we saw that Korra was alone. She was out in doing some fighting ring stuff after recovering. I'm kind of scared to go into this one because I feel like we're going to see some sadness this episode. I'm going to be upset seeing Korra not be okay. But I'm also excited because, hey, it's more The Legend of Korra. What more can I ask for? So we're going to jump into it right now. Support the video if you can. I'm a small channel, so every little bit helps me out. Every like, every comment, every subscription. I love reading your comments, especially on the Legend of Korra videos. You guys leave some awesome comments. And if you want to go to my Patreon account in the description below, you will get the full-length reaction. You sync it up with your own footage. You can watch the entire episode with me. There's also early access, so you can get the next 4 or 5 episodes on there, something like that. And exclusive videos, there's a lot of other stuff. Go check it out if you can, but otherwise stay right here, get into the comments, and let's snuggle down and watch some Legend of Korra season 4 episode 2, Korra Alone. Whoa, nice shot. I mean, I've seen it in a lot of movies and stuff before, but it always looks nice.
Hurry up in there.
Jesus.
Come on, I got an emergency situation.
My God, Korra. Watch where you're going. Oh my God, it's Korra. So she's pretty haunted by that entire experience. God.
Leave me alone.
Oh, and her being chained down? That's...
Young lady, are you all right?
Damn.
Can I take you to a doctor?
I don't need any help.
I'm just yelling at nothing.
Now, don't take this the wrong way, but I can't wait for you to leave. How else? I mean, because I've never had a pen pal before. I'm gonna write you so many letters just to get the ball rolling. Pabu and I already miss you.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Sweet.
Now, I don't want you to worry about a thing.
So the plan was for her to go back for a couple weeks, and she stayed there for 2.5 years. And she kept having nightmares about it. It's like Amon, she was terrified of Amon as well. I kind of like that we deal with her fear so much.
We don't want to push you, but it's been 3 weeks. Will you please go see Katara?
Oh.
You're going to get through this. Oh, I love you.
What's
so
Katara
much.
gonna do? Help give her therapy? I don't know if Katara is a qualified therapist.
Concentrate on your big toe. Visualize
Okay.
it moving. Breathe.
So yeah, this is basically physical therapy. All right, little bits at a time.
It worked.
Katara bloodbend in her toe. That would be fucked up.
Powerful ally.
God.
He thinks it is still in danger, but you're safe here.
Oh.
Use your mind.
Katara's the right person for this.
I just got a big contract to help redesign the city's infrastructure. So I'll be keeping pretty busy for a while.
Hey, Korra.
And now she's seeing other people do
I'm
these
not very
big
good
good
at writing
things.
You won't believe what's going down.
My dearest Avatar Korra,
Aw.
though several fortnights have passed since we got to convalesce in the homeland of your tribesmen.
Oh,
I feel
Violin.
our friendship no distance. You will be most pleased to learn that I found gainful
Aw.
employment from
Think we're tying into more of Korra feeling useless. Like, she feels more useless now than ever because she's injured and has PTSD.
Steps without collapsing.
I know you're frustrated, but
Of course I'm frustrated.
Oh,
A
God.
crazy man poison me for myself or do anything for myself. And this whole time,
Oh.
my friends have been off helping the world while I'm stuck with you and you can't even heal me.
Oh.
That came out wrong.
I don't think Katara will take it
all
wrong.
right. When he learned that his entire culture was taken from him,
Yeah, that's true.
but he never let it destroy his spirit. He chose to find meaning in his suffering. I don't know. But won't it be interesting?
You'll find balance. Oh, God.
Take that first step.
Oh, God. Good job. My dad's doing a lot of physical training because chemotherapy wiped his legs out. So this has like extra meaning for me. Because I've seen my dad suffer through this. Oh. Oh, that's adorable. Come on, Korra, go back to your friends. Was that a spirit? What was that? It's a puppy? Is it a puppy spirit?
Where'd you come from?
Snap its neck before it kills you. Oh, okay. It's Korra again. Aww.
Maybe I'm not going crazy.
Maybe she's a spirit. Maybe she's legitimately a spirit. And this dog might be a spirit as well.
It's so good to see you.
Oh.
How have you been, Korra? You look great.
Come on. I want to show you how much better I'm doing.
Oh my god. She's adorable, man. This is reminiscent of the first episode. Oh, it's very reminiscent of the first episode. I think that was like a shot from it. The move she did where she pushed the fire apart. Don't be frustrated, it's okay.
But that should be me out there fixing things, not her.
I know you want to help.
If you say be patient, I swear water in my mouth.
No, worry about the future. Be grateful for where you are now.
Look at
and the
that
progress
pout.
you've made.
I still can't go into the Avatar state. I keep
Yeah.
having visions of Zahir. Please don't tell Mako and Bolin I wrote to you and not them. I don't
No.
wanna hurt their feelings. It's easier to tell you about this stuff.
Oh,
They'd understand.
that's sweet. But also kind of sad that she's not sending the list to Mako or Bolin.
Everything all right, sweetie?
I know I'm not 100% yet, but I feel like I've hit a wall.
Wait,
I
but
need to be where the action is.
she
Where my friends
she
are.
told them?
I'll have the White Lotus.
Oh
take care
no,
of
that's
her.
right. I forgot. He knew she went to Republic City. He just didn't know where she went
No,
after
I
that.
want to go alone.
Damn, flying fish.
You're the Avatar, ain't you?
Yep, that's me.
I can't believe it. Picture for my wall of avatars.
That's funny.
Kind of in a hurry.
Wall of
It'll only
avatars.
take a second.
I mean,
Avatar
honestly,
was a big
2
fan
is
of
impressive.
Easy. Now, smile. But if I could to pick Kyoshi,
Yeah,
taking down a shark squid with one hand, now that's a lady. I'd
Kyoshi
like
was
to
a
get to know.
badass.
Oh, don't worry, the Avatar's right here.
She'll do
What are you
it.
waiting for?
Hand over the bags or else.
The waterbending didn't seem as explosive as hers normally is. There she is again. Oh, did she just turn and go back? Like, not ready yet, sorry. Oh, this is like Zuko. Oh, they're totally making comparisons to Zuko here. Obviously, it's a thing, like it's cutting your hair is a tradition about like losing your honor, right? Something like that, or separating yourself from whatever. Back in the spirit world.
And doesn't the Avatar have ponytails?
Do you mind? And turn on the Avatar state again, but it's not working. The last time I was here, I saw all sorts of
The spirit climbing onto a lap.
Nothing's worked. I need to figure this out on my own.
I don't think that's true, but I can talk about that afterward.
I miss you both very much.
Damn,
Please
she's hiking
give Nana a big
everywhere.
hug for me.
Damn.
Rava?
Is it gonna be blocked by her? She's gonna see the Avatar state version of her, isn't she? Or nothing. Just see nothing. Damn.
I am ending this.
It's wild to me that she doesn't see Zahir, who was like the real villain. She sees herself. Oh, and that's what led her to the underground arena. Oh. Is that gonna motivate her? This is cool. Oh, now we're fast forwarding back to the present. Where's the puppy taking her?
To the swamp.
To the swamp? Like the swamp in Avatar? Last Airbender? That swamp? Oh, that's that spirit.
Would you have followed me?
I get your point.
Not a what? A who?
Who's it gonna be?
wait.
Who's it gonna be?
Come back!
Iroh? Aang? Her? Herself? Can she speak to herself? God damn. This is like when a video game gives you like duplicates your character and makes you fight them. But she's also got a chain, which is cool as fuck. Korra, maybe you should start fighting with a chain. Oh, the poison. Oh god, that's horrifying. Okay, where's it taking her? What's happening?
What happened?
I was hoping you could tell me.
Huh?
I found you passed out in the mud. What brings you to the swamp anyway?
Who are
A
you?
spirit led me here and told me I was supposed to find someone.
But if your avatar senses called you,
Are you
you could
Toph?
probably listen to them. In a manner of speaking, we were good friends in your previous.
Oh my god, is this Toph? It is!
Believe it.
Nice to see you again, Twinkle Toes.
Oh, the episode ends there? I was... Fuck, man. Okay. So, alright, let's talk about Toph again. So, I think it's clever, right? Because from memory, the swamp episode in Avatar The Last Airbender is the first episode that we see Toph in, right? Because Aang is having the problem where he's trying to look for an earthbending master, and he's told by Boomy, like, the person that you... I'm doing all of this off memory, by the way, so if I get all of this correct, it's impressive, right? But he's trying to figure out who his earthbending master is. He's told that the earthbending master is someone who's patient and will wait. They go to the swamp, and both Katara and Sokka are seeing people from their past, but then Aang sees Toph, and he hasn't met Toph yet, and then is saying, like, well, I guess it's someone that I will meet. So Toph was first shown in the swamp, and now we're seeing her late in her life in the swamp once again. And this might be the last time we ever see Toph. I imagine it would be, you know, like I'm guessing we're gonna have this nice little moment with Toph, and then in the next Avatar series she'll be dead. Like there's no way she outlives Korra at this point. So this will probably be the last time we ever see Toph alive, and the first time we saw her was in the swamp as well. So that's a nice little full circle moment. And obviously the Zuko alone, Korra alone thing is a great full circle moment as well. Like they, this episode feels like it is playing a lot on Avatar Last Airbender themes and emotions, which is very nice. And that was a good way to build up to it, because I didn't even think about Toph when they entered there. I was like, who are they going to see? And I thought maybe the reason I said Aang was because I was thinking like, right, she's lost her connection with the other avatars. But the swamp, from memory, the swamp was like the closest relation in the world from the spirit world to the physical world. Like it was a place where they sort of combined with one another. So they were kind of like, you can kind of communicate with spirits and stuff. It's a little bit of like a mini spirit portal, I would say, from my interpretation of what the swamp was shown as in Avatar The Last Airbender. So if that's the case, I thought it was possible that either we would see Iroh, because Iroh we know is in the spirit world, or we see Aang, like somehow, you know, she's lost her connection with the other avatars and stuff, but Aang's spirit still could be within that, within the swamp. And so I thought maybe that would be the case, but I didn't expect Toph. That's crazy. But they set it up last season. They said like, hey, Toph's out there somewhere. We haven't seen her in a while. Like, it's not, she didn't come out of nowhere. They set it up in advance. It's really nice. Yeah, anyway, that was very cool. As I said, during the episode, like the whole physical therapy thing that she's going through, like it has like an extra layer to me because as I said, my father has a blood cancer, multiple myeloma, and the chemotherapy basically like wiped out his legs, so he couldn't move his legs anymore. And then he's slowly over time been building up that strength more and more and more. So at this point he can sort of like, he can get out of his wheelchair and he can walk a bit, not with like a brace and stuff, but he can like walk a bit, and then and he can move himself from place to place, but it takes a lot of fucking effort from him. And I mean, I've seen, you know, the amount that he's had to work and the frustration that he's gone through. And so like seeing Korra frustrated in this episode, I mean, like, this is, if there are the Korra haters out there, the people who get frustrated with Korra, who hate that Korra like gets aggressive and yells at people and is like childish and stuff, those Korra haters are the least justified at this very moment, because this situation is a very real situation that a lot of people go through, and that sort of anger that you feel, that frustration, that helplessness, is an extremely common feeling among people who are going through physical therapy. And I mean, you see it, I'll compare it to another piece of media, you see it in Breaking Bad as well, when Hank gets injured, is trying to get his legs back, and he also feels helpless and frustrated and angry, you know. And I think that's another thing that like I wanted to say is like one of the biggest enemies in recovering from something is impatience. That's like a huge enemy. Where you feel like, look, I want to improve, I want to get better, and when you're not seeing it, then it feels like it doesn't exist, you know? And or if you are seeing it, but you're seeing it so incredibly slowly that you feel like, well, then like, what's the point? You know, what am I even fighting for if the rest of my life is just going to be recovering? You know, I'm gonna have a month to enjoy it at the end of my life, you know? But that's not the case most of the time, you know. Like, progress for this sort of stuff is incredibly slow, but it is like important progress, and it's the hardest thing ever, but you have to have the patience to stick through it and to go like, some days will be bad, some days will be worse than others. I might take 2 steps today, and in 2 weeks time I can't even take a single step, you know. It happens. There's going to be ups and downs constantly, but you have to keep going, you know. And so the mentality is the real like tough thing, is to keep that consistent mentality, because it's so easy to just go, well, it's never going to happen. Like, I'm just going to be stuck like this for the rest of my life. So, so what we're seeing here, I think, is like Korra, she has physically healed. She's able to walk again. Her body isn't quite ready for like the combat that we were used to for Korra, which is like, man, it's kind of tough to see because we started the series with Korra being a fucking legend in combat, an absolute beast. The first scene we see of Korra after she's a kid, the first scene we see is her like taking down these expert firebenders with her own like amazing technique, you know? We've seen her be a combat master for a while. With Aang, it was like he was very proficient. He was an airbending master when we met him, but it was like only airbending. And he didn't use it for fighting very often, you know? He was a pacifist. So so there was definitely distinct differences there. But what we're seeing now is Korra has like regressed to a point that we've never seen her at. And also and she's mostly healed physically, but she's not healed emotionally and mentally. And she's at the point where she is like not out of spite necessarily, but she's pushing other people away from her because she thinks that she needs to do it on her own. And I think a big reason for that is like, firstly, she's seeing all of her friends are doing like achieving their goals on their own out there. She's getting letters from Asami, and Asami's saying, hey, I'm succeeding here. Bolin's like, I'm succeeding here. And Mako's like, I'm succeeding here. They're all doing it on their own. So she, I think, to feel like she's an equal with them is trying to solve her problems on her own as well. Like she knows if she writes to Asami and says, hey, come over here and help me, Asami's going to drop everything and go help her. But she doesn't want that, because that would make her feel useless. That would make her feel like she's holding Asami back. That would make her feel like she's not the Avatar, which is the major thing that her character has been going through every single season, is she has this inflated idea of who the Avatar is meant to be. And right now, the Avatar is someone to be protected, someone who cannot take care of herself. So she's pushing back against that by forcing herself to take care of herself, which isn't the way to heal, unfortunately. You know, if she accepted more and more help, like there's no shame in accepting help from other people. So and like I think she thought other people weren't helping because other people weren't giving her solutions. They were helping her to heal slowly, but again, when it's that slow, you feel like it's not doing anything. So she feels like being with Katara, that's not working. Being with my parents, that's not working. So I need to change it up. I need to go and be on my own. It's really sad. Here's what I hope. Toph is a strong, stubborn woman. She's an extremely stubborn woman. We've seen her as a kid in Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we've seen her as an adult as a police chief and the mother of Sue and Lin. If there's one thing that she is, it's stubborn. So I'm hoping that she can basically force Korra to do things that she doesn't want to do, which is, I don't know, accepting help, and like whatever else she needs to get through this. I don't know the answer to what she needs to get through this, but I'm hoping that Toph can force her there, like push her through, she just push a square through a circle hole, until it carves itself into a circle. Because if there's anyone that can do it, it's the woman who invented metal bending. Like, that's the woman who can do it. So I'm really looking forward to the next episode because I can't wait to see how that plays out. Yeah, anyway, that was The Legend of Korra, Season 4, Episode 2. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did, and I hope you will be so kind as to leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. All that stuff helps me out so much. I'm a small channel, so every little bit helps me out a lot. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction or early access or exclusive videos. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. You can get the next like 4 or 5 episodes of The Legend of Korra on my Patreon account right now. So what are you waiting for? Go check it out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.